Alright. A few minutes late, but nevertheless. I'm here. How's it going, Jay? I just got a rubber band up this 3DS. Just doing some VGC. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I ended up being farther behind schedule than I was hoping today, but that's fine. That's what happens when you don't set an alarm on the weekend. Okay. Should be good. Input redirection going? No, I don't. Just kidding. Should actually open the client. Okay, now it should be good. Alright. Count. Let's get going. The hunt for this pink whale continues. Oh, we're gonna have issues, it seems like. There we go. It wasn't until I started doing the Kyogre hunt in this game that I just realized how not insane, but how loud Kyogre's cry is. So is the VGC stuff that you're doing, is that all in game or is that on Showdown? You're probably mid-match right now. I'm concentrating, so. Never really got to grips with Showdown. Yeah. And you like playing on your TV rather than on your laptop. Feels too much like work. That makes sense. See, I like never use my TV for anything because all of my I'm like everything is on my computer. Um and I can't really I can't stream from my couch. I mean, people can. It's just I wouldn't be able to. I was actually trying to work out if there was a way I could get a streaming setup from my couch. I mean, there are people who do it, especially like when they go like visit other people and they still want to stream, like they'll do like a kind of like a couch setup. It's just that, like, to move my PC is just, it's like a pain. And my laptop is not really ideal for streaming. Does not have a solid state drive. So it gets really hot real fast and it runs pretty slow for a gaming laptop. Need to set up kind of portable setup and yeah. No, my apartment already looks bad enough. I don't need more things on the floor. I'm just seeing Clark said in the server that he just tried Baja Blast for the first time today and he understands the hype. I'm one of those weirdos who, like, I don't like my soda sweet. Like, I don't like fruit sodas. I'm, like, strictly a Diet Coke girly. Diet Pepsi. Which I think people would argue is sweet. I mean, if Clark said he's having it, then it must be available in the UK. Unless he went somewhere else. Which, like, I guess one could argue that, like, Coke and Pepsi, the audio is very quiet. From my game or from me? Both? Okay. I could also move closer to my mic. Does that help? I'm also not speaking particularly loudly. You turned your volume to... Okay, let me make my mic louder. I'm currently at... Is the game audio better? Because I can't figure out what actually controls my game audio sometimes. I don't know if it's my physical console. If it's the player in... Oh, not the player. The, like the 3DS capture program. If it's OBS or Streamlabs, it's slightly better, but still extremely quiet. Me or the game. Or both. Oh, okay. Hold on. Alright, let me go up to 60 then. Oh, it doesn't let me. That's weird. Okay, 60. Put the game up to 70. It was at 68, so maybe let's do 80. How about now? So let me adjust my mic. It could just be because I'm not speaking at a usual volume. So, you know, Mike. Whenever you're ready, man. Hold on, I can actually Katie my hero from the game. Well, my voice sounds fine. I'm talking quieter. Hi, Claire. I'm speaking quieter. I turned my game volume up, so, well, I just turned it off now, but. Like, I sounded fine in that clip. I tend to keep my audio very low because I use noise canceling headphones. Like, I have the volume turned up all the way on my console, and I can hear it very well, but I can barely hear anything else now because it's just so loud for me. I mean, I'll turn my mic up, but I don't want to, like, the volume on my game is too loud even for me, and I can't make it not play at all on my end. Unless I don't think I can just do output. No. Well, I can do monitor off. No, because I still get it, because it just feeds directly into my computer, so I actually can't do anything about that. Okay. I can't do that on my end. Yeah, apparently everything on my end is quieter than usual, but I didn't change any of the audio settings. So I don't know. Like, my mic is usually like where it usually is. What's up, Eden? I have my volume all the way up, and I think the volume can get lower. Yeah, I have it all the way up on my end because it wasn't before, because it's I can't not hear it on my end. No matter, like, just because of how it has to feed into my computer, there is no way for me to mute it on my end and also still have you guys be able to hear it. So, like, if I put it there, like, this is where I normally have it for me, and like how I had it for other streams. And that's on my physical console. Like, I'm not adjusting the volume in the mixer or anything. Like, I physically have to do it on my console. Like, I can turn the game audio up in the mixer. Well, I'm gonna keep it pushing. We got a pink whale to find. Anyway, how are you? How are you doing, Bullet? Eden? Claire? I miss Sleepy from Hamburger and not enough sleep last night. Ooh. Hamburger from where? I'm alive. We're my in-laws letting the kids run wild. As long as they are the ones handling it at that point. And Chili's? I haven't been to Chili's in so long. I don't even know where if there's one near me. Oh, yes, there is. It's just no one ever thinks to go there. I wanted a hamburger that wasn't fast food and Chili's was the most convenient. Yeah, I get that. Like, fast food hamburgers don't really do it for me. I love how Kyogre just belly flops in. My favorite thing about Ultra Wormhole hunting is the way that the legendaries just jump down on you for the encounter. When I was hunting the Reggies, I would crack myself up just thinking about, like, a giant hunk of metal falling on a small child. A giant hunk of ice falling on a small child. A giant pile of rocks falling on a small child. Because that was what was happening. I put another clip in No Mic that compares my normal YouTube volume to yours, but if you sounded fine in the first clip, it might be very loud for me. Well, my game audio in the clip that you sent was low. But at least on my end, I sounded fine listening to it. Yeah, your clip is very loud for me. Like, when I tell you I keep my volume low, I keep my volume low. I mean, again, I can turn them up through the mixer, which I don't think, like, for the mic volume, I'm not going to hear that anyway, because I don't get output feedback for that, because I would drive myself insane if I had to hear myself while I'm speaking and then hear it play back. But the game audio, I have to hear through my computer. I do not have a choice. But I think the mixer at least controls the output rather than what I'm hearing through my computer, which are two different things. Your headphone volume is up too high and your OBS volume is too low. I mean, it could be the case. Is that better? For game audio? That doesn't affect my actual mic though, and my voice output. I mean, then even if my audio on my end, like, just from hearing stuff, that was too loud, I didn't change any of the settings in the mixer, so the output into stream and the recording shouldn't have changed anyway, so I'm not sure why everything seemed so low. spaghetti. I'm not sure what that means. I had to take my cat to the vet for a yearly checkup. She's good, and get my allergy shots this morning. It means things are being murdered. Okay. Glad your cat is doing well. I hope she had a good checkup and she didn't have anything of note. Because no news is good news when it comes to the doctor, right? And then hope your allergy shot. I got my flu shot and my COVID booster last night. My arm's a little sore, but other than that, I feel good. I don't usually have a reaction to vaccinations, so didn't think I would this time. Is the game audio like at least okay now? It looks like it's gonna rain. It's your voice that's a bit soft. I mean, I'll turn my mic up, but I really don't know what's going on here. Alright, how about that? How about that? Alright, cool. What's gonna be your target? Whatever I find first, because have we done, I know after I don't know. Yeah, after Terrakion, we were looked for the next target, and it ended up being Kyogre. But like, you should have seen before Terrakion how long it took me just to find a legendary in a wormhole. So if we find him this stream, it might just be a lot of struggling in the Ultra Wormhole minigame. Which, I mean, we know I'm bad at gaming, but I always have fun when I play that. Regardless, so. I heard you like gay thoughts. I do like gay thoughts. What's up, Zen? For me, it's usually less not finding level 4 holes, but more every level 4 hole is something I already have. I also need to like look at what I still have left to find, and also like, because I have to have like, there's ones I have to have in my party in order to find the other one, like the remaining one, right? Like I think, what is it? Suicune, you need both Entei and Raikou in your party. So, like, I would need to bring them, or bring one of them in order to find it. I might be existing in that too tired to function and do tasks, but too awake to take a nap space. Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes that means you just gotta chill. Alright, let me go look up what I still have, because I should, like, keep a list, but I don't. Alright. Yes, Suicune requires Entei and Raikou. And then Kyurem requires Reshiram and Zekrom. I also don't have from the one that Kyogre's in. I don't have Mesprit or Azelf yet, so those are two. Obviously, I don't have Suicune. I don't have Lugia. And I don't have Kyurem, but I'm not sure, I think Reshiram? No, Zekrom. So I'd have to hunt Zekrom first. And then... So, like, I fully completed red and blue wormholes, so those are the only level 4 holes I find. So no yellow, no green. I feel like... I guess it's because I got all the Reggies. I've done most of yellow. I don't have Palkia yet in that one. Yeah, I have a whole lot. I don't have Palkia. I don't have Giratina. I would need to bring in... I'd hunt Palkia and bring in a Dialga. Okay, let's see. Green wormhole, I have Mewtwo. I can't hunt Raikou, so I'd have to bring that in. Entei. Okay, Entei is in Moon, so I could hunt Entei. Dialga's Sun, Ultra Sun exclusives, I'd have to bring it in. I have Terrakion, so the other two swords are also a possibility. Resh, I would have to bring in. Zekrom, I can still hunt. And Xerneas is an Ultra Sun exclusive. I need to be trying to nap. I mean, you just hang out here. But, like, if you get sleepy, like, I'm not gonna knock you for falling asleep during my stream. Yeah, I decided not to go to a birthday picnic thing that I was invited to because I didn't feel like spending 2+ hours commuting just to socialize with a bunch of random friends of the people who invited me. Yeah, I understand that. But then I'm also like, I don't know anybody, I don't have friends. And, like, that's, like, one way you, like, make new friends. So, I don't know. I feel the same way, though. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know these people, and I don't feel like putting in the effort today. Like, if I'm gonna make friends, it has to be on a day that I have the energy and want to put in the effort. Any of you going to do the Phalanx raid day tomorrow? Nope, because I am not playing Go anymore. Okay, and then the red, let's see, I have Zapdos. Did I hunt Moltres? I think I hunted Moltres. I actually don't remember. I think I did, because I couldn't remember what ball I wanted to put it in. And I think I decided whatever ball I put it in Ultra Moon, then the one that I didn't pick is the one that I used for the Dynamax Adventures one. Right? I don't have the energy today. Just look in your boxes and make the list later. That means I have to leave the wormhole. So I can't look until I find Kyogre after you get Kyle. Well, yes. Is it not, like, do you not enjoy me just speaking? Is it not fun for me to just go through my list with you? And say things off the top of my noggin? I am planning to do Phalanx Raid Day tomorrow, just going to use my free raid passes. I might go to a community ambassador event to grab a couple of premiums, but that would save the premium. But I would save the premiums for the Zacian raids. I'm only a little mad that Zacian is going to be huntable for the first time in Go. But I did see people complaining about that they're upset about it being a Go, not because it's huntable, but they're sick and tired of not being able to hunt things in Go with the balls that they want to use. So maybe there's going to be a big push for Apparees from people. I don't know, but Niantic doesn't listen to people, so probably not. That is a very hyper-specific complaint, in my opinion. Yeah, but, like, I'm looking at it as that's a monetization opportunity that they're missing out on, but we already know that Niantic doesn't really even care about microtransactions. That's not their point. Alright, well, after Kyogre, I would need to... I can probably just bring in my Groudon from Oras and hunt Rayquaza. Cress! Oh! I gotta hunt... I thought Cresselia was a... Ultramoon exclusive... well, even if it was an Ultramoon exclusive, I would be able to hunt it, but still. I thought that was a version exclusive, but I guess it's not. So then why is Heatran a version exclusive? Why is Regigigas a version exclusive? My main loot from raid day will be rare candy. If I get 28 rare candy on that raid day, I can get 3 premiums from a special research. Location data is their main cash grab. Yep. Our reputable source. Cress's counterpart is Darkrai, technically. Yeah, I understand that, and that's why it wouldn't be an exclusive, but I feel like just because of how it works out for how they're doing exclusives for the wormholes, like, I would feel like it would be Heatran and Cresselia would be the exclusives, and Regigigas wouldn't be. Because you need the 3 Reggies to catch it anyway. And those aren't version exclusive. Like, the distribution was weird. I think they missed it on that one. What research do you have where you need to earn rare candies in order to get 3 premiums? Let's go Meltan, 7 out of 9, Evolve a Drowsy for the big reward. That's why you need the rare candies. Because I guess, like not lore-wise, Heatran and Regigigas aren't really, like, counterparts either. Like, they have nothing to do with each other. And Drowsy no longer spawns if I recall. I'm not gonna get my hopes up for Legends EA having a way to actually shiny hunt the legendaries, but a girl can dream. Alright, well, someone signed my email up for spam emails because I am just getting very scummy emails to my inbox. Not even straight to spam, just in my main inbox. I can get another premium if I evolve a Sunkern/Gloom, and a 5th if I register a Mewtwo in my Pokedex. Stuck in Let's Go Meltan Hell, stuck on catching 5, execute page 6 out of 9, and I'm not going to be able to complete it before the Shared Skies timed research ends. So I'm not going to be able to use the Shared Skies timed research Cubone reward to complete my Catch a Cubone on page 7 out of 9. I see this is why I stopped playing Go, because of bullshit like that. Like, if you can't catch a Pokemon because they decide it's not going to be available anymore for who knows how long, so you have to wait months, sometimes years, to finish research, that's Caught a drowsy from Daily Incense recently. Just re-downloaded Go for the first time in years. My allergist office has 3 Pokestops and a gym. See, like, if you have places, like, close to you that have a lot of stops or gyms, like, it makes it so much easier, but, like, when I go for my lunchtime walk, like, there's, I don't know, 2 stops and 1 gym, and it takes me 15 minutes to get to that gym with walking, and like one of those stops is the same. Actually, that one of those stops is further than the gym. I'm still working on the Shiny Mew research, which I've had for years. Yeah, like that's the stuff that I'm like, oh. There's absolutely nothing close enough to my house worth walking to while the sign is out. That makes sense. You're in Florida. I am not in Florida, so I have times of the year where I can walk places and it's not going to destroy me just by simply existing outside. My condolences for living in Florida. Or as I like to say, my condolences. And I'm in the suburbs. Yeah, as a fellow suburbanite, yeah, it's rough. You can't, there's nowhere, like, there's nowhere to walk to. Like, nothing is in walking distance, you have to drive. It takes like 30 minutes just to walk out of my neighborhood to the main roads. Yeah. Like all of the like nearest like Pokemon Go activity, there is like not even within walking distance, there is no way, like there is no like sidewalk after a certain point from my apartment to like let's say the gym that's closest to me. Like after a certain point, there is no longer any sidewalk for me to safely walk to the next gym, which is in the middle of town. Or like maybe one that's closer would be on like one of the local college campuses that's in town. Like that. Like either of those, there is no sidewalk at a certain point. And I'd have to cross the road, which at one point is also a highway exit. So dangerous. I'm originally from Broward County, Florida. Ain't ever going back there, LMAO. I think I would simply not bother playing Pogo if I lived in a rural suburban area. Yeah. Yeah, it's made for city people. And I hate when people are like, oh, well, if they paywalling the mythicals and the shiny mythicals isn't that bad because the research was only like, I don't know, $5. Okay. Um, like, there's people like me or like Obi who literally cannot, like, just, pop outside for, a couple minutes and hit up a raid real easily. Like, let alone like sometimes like just even getting spawns if I'm doing work because I work from home, sitting in my apartment, like there aren't any stops like right next to my apartment that I could just throw up a lure to, like a lure on, like so like maybe 3 or Pokemon spawn at a time. And also, the idea of, well, there's, you can buy raid passes and you can buy this and that and blah, blah, blah. Accessibility should not be behind a paywall, ever. Because even if there was someone who lived in a city, if they're disabled and aren't able to do any of those things to, be able to go to a raid or, go walking for however many kilometers they need to walk to hatch an egg or something. I don't think it's fair to shut them out of like the only opportunities for certain things because you decided to just keep it into Pokemon Go and not release it in one of the mainline games. There's Pokemon at my house right now, but I'll use up all my balls on them real quick and then have nothing left. Yeah, like you can't even like replenish items. You like have to go out. To be honest, the only reason Pokemon Go is stuck is because I'm able to reach the city center in 25 minutes, and I have to commute there every day for work. Like, yeah, like obviously, like you're able to hit up stops and stuff, and you have no issue getting to that, like the center of activity because you already have to go there. But like for some people that's just not feasible. Like the idea that someone who lives out in the boonies just to participate in a raid might have to drive an hour, like that's not right. Monica gifted me that shiny shaman research and I'm still on page 1, slowly making my way towards catching for it. Like even that, I really enjoyed the very early days of Go, and it barely worked because I did go on bike rides and walk around my college campus just to play it when I wouldn't have done that otherwise. Like, yeah, like I also loved those like early days, even like the early years ago, because I was super into it when I moved. Like I like joined the local community and would like do raids with them. But even then, like I had issues because it was like, okay, most of the raids took place while I was working. So like I would have to hope that there was a raid nearby on my lunch when I would take lunch and that I could get there fast enough and that enough people could also come as well and that we'd be done soon enough that it wouldn't take too long. Um because there's people who like they can't just, leave work, leave school. If they have kids or a disabled family member, something, an elderly family member who they take care of. They can't just like, up and leave because oh, it's raids in like 20 minutes. Like they can't just do that. Like it was a lot easier when it was like kind of just like incentive to go walking, biking on occasion, you know. Annika the goat with that shaman research. That is, yeah, that was really nice of her to give that research to you. And I traveled the busiest, most important tram line in the city. Yeah. And like because of like the like where I live, like you have to coordinate with other people um for raids because you can't just show up to a gym when a raid's about to start and be like, well, a bunch of people are going to be here anyway because that's just the nature of this area. Like that's not how it works, at least near me. But like a lot of these cities, like you can just any gym, you can just pop by there right before the raid's going to start. There's guaranteed a big group of people. Yeah, see, that's another problem. Like, if you have to catch like certain types of Pokemon, and like they're currently not spawning Sinnoh Pokemon really, like so it can be difficult. I'm even having to coordinate with people for raids, especially trying to get megas, where once people have them, they don't want to bother raiding them again because they don't need to. Yeah, like even stuff like that. Like that, it's tough because I understand that they like at its core, even though like at its core it's capitalism, they want to show that they can get us to go to certain places. They can drive people to go to certain locations at will. Um, but like the idea of a community and like meeting people in your community is great. And like becoming friends with people and learn and teamwork and coordination, like that is awesome and I love that. And using Pokemon especially to drive that initiative is really fun. But just because of the nature of capitalism, it's just gone it's lost its way and it's instead of it being um something fun, it's just become something that seems really tedious. There was a mega Absol raid at the allergist office, but literally no one but me was playing. Yeah. That's... So when I was playing, like, I would have to hope that that gym that I can walk to had a raid going on when I would take my lunch. Because I wouldn't be able to check from here because I'm too far away from it to just be able to check real quickly. And it wouldn't show up on, like, the nearby radar for me. Um, And then if it was, I had to hope that there would be people, because it's like a bunch of doctors' offices there. I would have to hope that there would be people who happened to have appointments at that time who were playing or who were there, who would be just jumping the raid at the same time as me. And most of the time the answer was no. And a lot of the times, if there even was one, it was like stuff that wasn't even soloable. Yeah, except you have to use, excuse me, like a remote raid pass for campfire, right? If I recall correctly. I haven't started a raid lobby a few times to see if there are any people nearby. Yeah, no, I don't have that luxury. Unfortunately, did not have that luxury because I couldn't just like stand around and wait. Also, I like the new light. Thank you. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure it out because it's like, okay, I need to figure out with the camera where to place myself, chat, where to put chat, and then also everything else. Basically, all of that to say, I think Pokemon Go was great in theory, especially that first summer. Like that magic was like you couldn't beat that magic. I was running into people I went to high school with because so Pokemon Go that summer, that was the summer right after I graduated from college. So I was running into people I was like friendly with in high school but like hadn't seen since high school, and like people I didn't have any issues with or anything like that. And like I got to like reconnect with them because I would like run into them while playing Pokemon Go and they were also playing, and it was like it was so cool. And then like you would see complete strangers also playing, and like everyone was like just having a great time, and it was so fun, and it like captured the spirit of like the original Pokemania so well. And I think it's just it like obviously the magic, the second people had to go back to work and school, like the magic was going to go away, but like I feel like it's one thing if it loses its magic but still retains what it was trying to do. But I feel like it's just completely lost what it was trying to do as well. Yeah, that first summer was so good. A friend and I used to go on walks to catch Pokemon and travel to London to find stuff that only spawn there. Yeah, there was one point, like, my friends and I, we went into New York City anyway for stuff because they like to club, they like to party. Um, and, like, we would play Pokemon Go when we would wander around New York City. On launch day, we ran into a group of archaeology majors at a local park looking for arrowheads around the lake. That's also really cool. Is the rivalry between the three player teams still a major part of it? That I don't know. I know there's like team bonuses for things. But I don't think it was like that first summer where it was like, oh, you're Mystic, oh, you're Valor. Ooh. We got a rivalry going on. Like it definitely like when I even when I moved and was in that local group, like even then it wasn't like that. It was just a who has control of this gym because we're gonna try to coordinate people from that team in this lobby first, like that kind of thing, so that we could get like the bonuses. I don't think there's much rivalry just besides just knocking out gyms occupied by other teams. Yeah, that too. followed them around and convinced them to help me with a Zerny history. Wait, during the Popliocom day, I ran into a group of teens who were doing speaking rights. Okay, okay. Oh, and then you convinced them to do a Zerny raid with you. Okay. Some people are super competitive in gyms, not game warfare level, yeah. At this point, people just use the other teams as money banks. Yeah, pretty much. It's also good if you have, like if you have friends who are occupying, or like if you're occupying a gym and you're like, I need someone to knock my Pokemon out of this gym already because I need coins. Like if you have a friend who's on another team, you can be like, hey, please, if you're by there, like, can you knock my Pokemon out? I need coins, thank you. And they could probably do that for you. Yeah, I love that for summer. I was telling my best friend when I was up at my parents' last month, and he and I were hanging out, I was like, okay, that summer, like, there was one night he and I went to the county park at night just to like walk around and play Pokemon Go. And when we were done, because it was dark by that point, it was, I mean, this was summer, so like it was pretty late by the time it was dark. We went back to his car, and I think it was like, this was the first time I'd ever heard Into You by Ariana Grande, but he put on Into You by Ariana Grande, and I was like, something like chemically altered, like it chemically altered my brain because I was like never the same since then. Oh, I just noticed that we are an hour into stream right now, which means you have hit a hydration checkpoint. Grab some water, another non-alcoholic, non-caffeinated beverage perhaps, and make sure you stay hydrated. That's what we go do with my son's account. We go down to the road to the church that is a gym and rotate between my wife and I, Mystic, and him, Instinct, when we have the time. Yeah. Yep. Get those coins. That's a great song. My brain was also altered by Into You by Ariana Grande. Yeah, like what did she put in that album? That album was so good. Dangerous Woman. That was the album, right? Yeah. Like, because I just had it, because that was one of the songs, because after that point, because that summer was also the summer that I started working the job that I work now, but like as a contractor position, and I would commute into New York City a couple days a week. And so that was like one of the songs I had on rotation, like heavily on Spotify. So like it came up a ton during my commute. So it's like intrinsically, or not intrinsically, like it's like forever linked to that time period where I was commuting to New York City. While my mom got knocked out of this gym I was occupying for like a week plus, and I saw the gym had a Kyogre raid and was still my color, so I was wondering if my team immediately retook the gym afterwards. And now that the Kyogre raid is done, I can see that the Mons only got half knocked out of the gym before the Kyogre raid started. They got booted while they were taking you down. I wish I knew the user pass to my two old accounts. Clara, I gotta say, I felt so ahead of the curve when they used Into You as a lip sync on All Stars 4 because of that moment of time. Because this was like, this was also before I got into Drag Race. So I was like, this is one of the times that I was like, oh, I knew the song before it got used. Was that Valentina's Ariana Redemption? Yes. I have to watch that lip sync a couple times a year just because I'm like, the flip, the flip, the switch flipped. She just annihilated. Like there was no one else on that stage with her. That was her telenovela Latina pop star concert moment. Sometimes I just do that to clear up the old guys and give them or others the chance to get money while keeping the new ones in the gym. Yeah, before I start taking Pokemon, like when I was still playing Go, like I would check to see how long they'd been in the gym for before I attempted to battle them. And if I saw that they would only been there for like an hour or two, I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to be that person. She was like, there's no way I'm flipping to an Ariana Grande song again. Exactly. Uh-oh. My mom messaged me something, and I don't know what she's saying. When was Rosh Hashanah this year? She can't just say we're inviting you and not give a date. That's not till October. She's making it sound like it's next week. Well, I believe all of our mons have been there for days. The 3 remaining mons have been there for 3 days, 23 hours, to 4 days and 21 hours. Alright. What? Date? Okay, well, I'm confused now because the days Mom suggested are not the dates that Rosh Hashanah falls on. Rosh Hashanah falls in the middle of the week. I'm staying true to my name, failing captchas again. One moment. Sorry, y'all. Alright. Okay. Okay. I need like lip balm or something. You know what? I'm gonna use the ColourPop, the lip mask. The Pokemon one. That's in the Pokeball. Hold on. Let me show y'all this thing. Look at it. Oh, the cap is on Rumble. That's why it looks like that. Hold on. I was like, why does it only have half the... There we go. Gay thoughts being elusive. I'm still way under odds. Not like Terrakion. Or Poiple. Please, gee, please let me through. They sensed you were a bot. They said this guy's a bot, we can't let him through. That was not my brightest idea. blowing my nose after putting on a lip mask. And I just have tissue in it. I got this. I'll take it off and try again. Oh well. There are worse things in life. I'm so tempted to buy a walking pad, but they are not cheap. I had like, it's like an under desk like bike pedal thing. It's very small. I ended up like, it's just, I used it for a little bit and ended up not working well because the second I would get to the top, like my knees would hit the top of the desk, so that didn't work. But also, even though it had like grooves on the bottom to prevent it from moving, it would still move. So maybe just that's a possibility and just get a better quality one than I got. I want to try walking a bit, but I simply cannot go outside. I feel like I should walk a bit while I'm still full of burger. You could just, like, find, like, a cute, like, Just Dance kind of video to, like, and then follow along in the dance. And do one of, like, the easy ones. You could also just march in place. I think I do still have Just Dance on the Wii. Yeah, there you could do that. Holy shit, finally. Shredding calories to caramel dancing. Okay, you know what? I used to do that, but to Hari Yukai when I was in like middle school and high school. You know why? Because it makes exercise fun. It makes cardio fun. It's the same principle. Like, I have Just Dance on my Switch. I don't remember what year. Maybe 2020. And I always forget that, like, I could do that some days. Like, if I'm, like, it's too, like, it's cold, it's raining, it's, you know, it's way too hot to be outside without risking heat stroke. But, like, I need to get up and move and exercise. Like, Just Dance is always a possibility. I've been thinking about walking for weeks because I hate it, but if it was an easily accessible indoor activity, I could just do it and then stop doing it when I want. Yeah. That's also the problem. It's like if you want to stop, you can't just stop whenever you want because you still have to get back to wherever you started. What do you mean something went wrong? Bullet, I think this is a sign. I think the universe is saying you don't wanna, or it doesn't want to let you log into the old account. I was doing some simple movements 3 times a day and I started hating that too, even though they could not have been easier. It's the monotony. Have you tried turning it on and off? Might have gotten rid of the old account due to inactivity. Okay, you got through. Switch devices. Yeah, Claire, that's what happened to me with my like the exercises for physical therapy that I'm supposed to be doing, but I haven't done them in a long time now, so like maybe I should be doing them because my hands have been doing them again. It's actually attached to my old high school email. It's been disabled. Yeah, I need a few different systems to cycle around. Yeah. I wonder if I can get access to that old mail from the school's IT department. You try. They might not let you because that's been a hot minute. Slash, they might make you provide proof of identity. Old school passes somewhere. They can probably find me. I mean, it's worth reaching out to ask, right? Now I'm imagining having a room with a walking pad, a stationary bike, Wii Fit, plus Just Dance, and DDR with mats. Ooh, that's another one. I would play um DDR as a kid too, like especially during the winter, and I was like, okay, you know, like need to get this energy out, need to get moving, but like it's fucking cold. It's, you know, there's 3 feet of snow on the ground and it's not stopping anytime soon. And we definitely uh can't just be doing stuff quite yet. We gotta get this energy out. Would play DDR. I think they had like a Mario one. I don't remember if it was for the GameCube or if it was for the Wii. That's the one we had. With my old student number is taken, I am sorry to whichever kid is currently receiving emails from Niantic. I have DDR mats that might still work, but I think they are not compatible with my PS2. Could possibly try to get them working with Stepmania. Add in a door-mounted pull-up bar and you'd be able to cover most major muscle groups, I think. You should ask, wait, Claire, you should ask Revan about a door-mounted pull-up bar. I know they have one that they bought. If only I could do a pull-up. Same. Also, that'd be a security hazard. Oh, the Niantic emails? Yeah, probably. I have hung from Revan's door-mounted pull-up bar. I was there when it was installed. I wonder what would even be on those accounts. You never know. Oh, I knew this was gonna give me an encore. They'd be like 2016, 2017 accounts. Well, nothing for raid metas. Probably. Unless you have any Stone Edge, Crunch, T-Tars, and that is somehow still the meta. That was my era, my golden era of Pokemon Go, when the raid meta was simply just Stone Edge, Crunch, T-Tar. I'm more interested in seeing what special researches are there. I don't even remember what like research they had back then. They even did it. I mean, I'm sure they did. Just noticed that the makeup is the same color shining out. Thank you, yeah. I did not have enough time to do a full face. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna do eyes. And I was like, okay. Shiny Kyogre. It's mostly pink, but it also still has the red. So just pink and red, real easy. One palette. This thing. Aftershock. Which is a dupe of a Huda Beauty palette, which I don't think is even made anymore. This thing is old, though. I got this in, I don't know, 2018. Do as I say and not as I do. This makeup has probably expired. But it's fine. Although, powder products definitely last longer than the, whatever the package says. Especially if you keep them, you know, in a, like, room temperature, dry place. You regularly sanitize the makeup itself, so spraying it with 70% isopropyl alcohol, letting it dry. And yeah, powder makeup definitely will last you a lot longer than they say, because what this one is says 12 months. Yeah. I've had blush that's lasted years. Cream products or liquid products, though, that stuff you do have to get rid of. And of course, if anything does smell bad, or is definitely visibly growing mold, and that being said, the makeup kit that I use for clients, I hold to very different standards. That I go through and sanitize regularly. I throw out products regularly if they are near a shelf life / expiration date. The stuff I use on myself is not this, and how I hold on to that or treat that is not the same that I would do for other people. Which is hard, I understand it's hard to convince people of, but it's the same principle with why I can keep my apartment. I can't keep my apartment clean, but like, if I go to someone else's house, like, I am like, no, I need to make sure I don't create mess. And if there's mess, that I have to clean it up. Alright, what is Mom saying? I don't know if that changes the dates that she wants us to get together, though. I do wonder if my mom was looking at the wrong dates. I think she might have been looking at the 2025 dates. What are the odds for this shiny hunt? It's like 1 in 1,362, I think it is, with the shiny charm, which I have. It's 4,096, which doesn't that I don't remember the math term, but that converts. Stop it, I didn't go to fucking school for math. Doesn't that scale down, become whatever, 1 in 1,362 or something? Whoa, what is that? Yeah, what is that? Because those aren't right either. Because one of those is just full odds and the other is not. Oh, clipboard. Oh, it's 1,365. Okay, so I was a little bit off. But yeah, I'm still under odds. I always thought that was the norm. Leave things cleaner, and then when you came, even at restaurants, I'm tidying stuff up. I, you know, it depends on who you ask nowadays, because most people might say that, but I think there's some people who don't realize that, and they kind of make a mess of things in other people's spaces. But there is a lot of people who think that because my apartment is not clean, that is going to be a reflection on how I might handle someone else's, like being in someone else's space and not cleaning it, or like I've seen people who like make it seem like it's a personal attack that someone else has mold growing in their bathroom. You have had a roughly 33% chance to have encountered a gay whale thus far. Listen, once I hit odds and we haven't found it yet, that's when the complaining will start. But I'm at the point where I'm like, we're still under odds. I mean, it's a weird correlation, but I guess it also depends on the level of cleanliness. Like, my grandma is white glove level clean, where everything has to be immaculate or it's dirty, as long as a place isn't overtly a health hazard and easy to walk through, it's clean enough for me usually. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I feel like my mom sees dirt that I don't see sometimes, or I'm like, if I were visiting someone and they panicked because, oh, there were some, crumbs over there on the table that they missed when they were cleaning. Um, like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, that must mean you're a pig and you never clean and you clearly don't know how to, like, take care of yourself and also want other people to get sick because of the way you behave. There are people who do that. It's maddening. Like, I'm gonna be like, I wouldn't even have noticed if you hadn't pointed it out. And even if I did notice, like, I wouldn't, like I wouldn't think of it. Like, I'd be like, oh yeah, like, okay, so there are some crumbs. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, at some point, we're probably gonna have to wipe down the table anyway. We'll just get it then. Or I guess people who are like, you made a mess, so you have to clean it right now immediately, as opposed to like, well, it's going to get messy again within the next hour. I'm just going to wait until I have to that clean it then. Because I'd rather do one big sweep rather than get up 4 times to sweep, you know? Yeah, no, like there, I'm thinking of this person. I don't remember where I saw it. Maybe it was either in like YouTube comments or on Reddit, but I guess they were visiting a family member, and this family member had some mold growing in their bathroom, and I mean, rightfully this person is concerned because this person is immunocompromised and doesn't want to be breathing in mold, but also even if you're not immunocompromised, you don't want to be breathing in mold, but like they took it as a personal affront that the person hosting them was trying to get them sick, which obviously, like, I don't think that was what was happening there. I think they just were not doing a good job cleaning. Maybe they need help. Maybe they, I don't know, maybe they need to hire like a removal service, but can't afford it. I don't know. Like, that's the part, that part where I'd be concerned rather than accusatory. When I had roommates, I was far more annoyed about their lack of cleaning and cared more about trying to keep things in communal areas feeling like shared communal spaces than I do now. Yeah, like when I was living with housemates in college, like I was definitely like my room was not clean, but like the communal spaces and areas, like I made sure to at least keep things clean up after myself in like our living room and our kitchen to the best of my ability. At the point where Mr. Zim was worried that when we were getting our own place, I was going to direct all of my cleaning rage at him because he wouldn't be able to hide behind our roommate's lack of cleaning promptly. But when it was just the two of us, I immediately eased off. I think just like, I don't know. I also think just if I lived with someone, it would motivate me to clean, actually, just because it wouldn't feel like my space. It would be our space, and I would feel more of a responsibility because I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, it's just me. Like, who's gonna judge this? Me? Just me. Like, who needs this to be that clean? It's just me. So, but there's also a part that's like, well, you still deserve a clean living space. So, executive dysfunction and like self-love have like a very tenuous relationship and seem to be at odds most of the time. Yeah, but mold is harder to control inherently, especially if it's related to structural issues, pipe leaks, lack of integration, waterproofing, storm damage. So unless it's just someone straight up letting moldy water sit in a sink and let it slide or offer to help figure something out, let it sit missing, I'd let it slide or offer to help figure something out if I was staying there longer term. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if someone like mold, obviously, like as someone who's what happened to my game audio? That's weird. Are y'all still hearing it? You can hear it. Why can't I hear it? What happened to my audio? I hit something? Yes, I hit something. That's what it was. Okay. And I'm not talking about mold level issues, just like clutter dishes. Yeah. For sure. Okay, audio's good over here. Why does it sound tinny on my end now, though? Right, like as someone who like I feel like no matter what I do, like there is mold in my bathroom and I feel like I've been trying everything. Like I have like Tilex. I have fungicidal spray that I could get because I have my esthetician's license. So like I can like get that from the beauty supply store. I have like there was one point where I literally like was changing the what's it called? Oh my god, what's that thing called? The caulk in my bathtub and shower because it had mold in it and got moldy, and I was like, I'll change it myself. And it's still like an issue, and I'm like, I feel like I'm trying everything and there's like nothing I can do. But like if someone came in there and was like, you have mold growing and you're clearly not doing anything about it, which is wrong, and you're, as a result, you've now put me at risk, even though I'm the one who has to live with it. You're the one who's visiting for a couple hours, but make it seem like it's a personal attack that I'm personally trying to get them sick. Like, that's the part that I'm like, do you, like, I don't know what else, like, if you're gonna visit, right? If you're gonna come visit me, and like, even if I give you a warning and be like, hey, look, I've been trying my bathroom, you know, the bathroom's got mold in it. I've been trying, I don't know what to do. But I also, like, would like you to come visit me, but also you will not have a place to go to the bathroom when you're here. As a result, like, at what point would you do? Because again, that person really did make it seem like it was like a personal affront to them that their host, the person they were visiting, was like purposefully trying to get them sick. Audio's good over. Yeah, I don't. Why does my game sound tinny now? I have to help cleaning up clutter, or I absolutely cannot do it. The problem is I have so much clutter, and everyone, like, the whole idea of don't put it down, just put it away doesn't really work for me because I'm like, the place that I have to put it away, there is no room for it. So I'm like, there's really no place for me to put it away to. Which means that's a larger project of having to then go through everything and be like, okay, what do I actually need and what can I get rid of? Which, that takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. and then doesn't help me get to the root problem of, well, I need to deep clean, but all this stuff is in the way. So the deep cleaning can't happen until all of this other stuff is put away, but there's no place to put this stuff away. So the deep cleaning can't happen. Yes, none of my clutter has a home. I think I would consider whether or not I want to continue with friends. I don't think it was a friend. I think this was like a family member. I'm thinking the person who wrote this comment that was like, they were talking about being immunocompromised and like visiting this, I want to say it was their son. Made it seem like it was a personal attack. Like purposely trying to get their mother sick. Like, no, I think your son may at worst just be a dumbass and bad at cleaning. And at best, he is doing his best and literally cannot get rid of that mold. None of my clutter has a home. It would be a major undertaking to build homes for clutter. Yeah, it's just like, I was on the phone with my mom the other week about this, and I was like, you know, I feel bad just throwing stuff out, but I only have so many spoons and so much energy that I can, you know, put out. And so like, oh, but we're talking about some high-strung Karen mom, the rip. I mean, to be fair, she is immunocompromised. I think she can rightfully be very worried about her health in that way. But like to actively think that someone is trying to get you sick on purpose is wild to me. Especially if you're going to visit them. But anyway, what I was saying was like, you know, like, yeah, like going through stuff and being like, well, you know, maybe I can just go donate it. Maybe, I could like put a listing on like Poshmark or Depop for these clothes or something. And it's like, no, because then that's extra effort on my part. I have to go through a whole process. Then I have to wash, like make sure everything is washed. And then I have to make sure I have packaging and postage. Like that's how I definitely won't clean, because that kills all the momentum that I have. Like if I'm like, you know what, for 30 minutes I'm gonna get going and just like get stuff out of my apartment finally, just to be like, okay, I finally can like see stuff, right? I can finally see this part of my floor, right? Like the whole, well, you should be donating it. Like, don't throw it out. Like, even though these thrift stores, donation bins, all this stuff, they're overwhelmed. They have too much stuff. They can't get rid of stuff, that they're just not even taking stuff in at this point anymore. Like, I rationalize it like I will never create as much waste as corporations ever. So I don't feel bad throwing stuff out that I know I just don't have the energy to be like, okay, well, now I have to go drive to find a donation drop-off box. Like, no. I'm taking out the garbage anyway, so we're going to the garbage. I also have an issue when I know I don't need to keep something around anymore, but it still functions, and I feel bad throwing it in the garbage and don't know where to donate it. Yeah. My therapist told me that's not your job. Yeah. That's how I rationalize it. I'm like... Because one thing I get hung up on is like, I have not used this in years. But I know the second I throw it away, I'm going to need it. Like, the one use case scenario where I need it, it's going to pop up, and it only is going to happen after I throw it away. So. And the other thing, it's like, or like very specific things that like you can't just throw out, like they have to be recycled, like electronics, like old electronics and stuff like that. So the recycling center in my town, they're open once a week for 2 hours in the middle of a Wednesday when I am at work. So usually, no, I don't have the opportunity to go. And then, of course, this year, the one time they did an electronic recycling drive on a weekend, it was a weekend I was away. So, my parents are like, okay, you know what? Just put them in a box next time you're here. Leave them with us because we go to the recycling center in town regularly anyway, so we could just do it at ours. But it's like that stuff. It's like, it's not even accessible. Like, yeah, broken electronics sitting around because I simply do not know what to do with them. And there's like no like pickup service or anything. You can't like even call someone to be like, hey, like from the town, be like, hey, I have all this stuff. I am not able to leave work at the times that you are open. And you know, those, I don't know when those those recycling drives are. Any fix-it clinics in your area? Not nearby. When I went to the fix-it place for my 3DS, or my 2DS, a couple months ago, I had to drive like 30 minutes. Regular garbage pickup will not take in the news. Well, here's the thing. I live in an apartment, so everything just gets thrown in the dumpster. I don't think they check in the dumpster for what's been thrown in there. However, I don't want to be the person to just throw out an old monitor in the dumpster like that. Like, I feel bad enough throwing out batteries, but because Chris Christie literally made it so you can't recycle batteries anymore. Like, you have to just throw it in the garbage. In New Jersey. My roommate threw away a couch in our dumpster once. Oh, we can leave like furniture and stuff next to the dumpster and either people take it or like they might actually take the, you know, the waste management, whatever, might actually take it. Oh, the couch was in the dumpster. See, like, I can't even get that far. Like, I had an old computer chair that one of the wheels fell off of it, and it wasn't even, like, it couldn't be repaired because it was, like, the plastic that held the wheel inside was also broken. So, like, you would literally have to mold something in order to get it to fit again. So I was like, whatever. So, like, I took it down. There is no way I would have been able to lift it over my head in order to throw it into the dumpster. I have computer chairs I need to throw. Yeah. Meanwhile, we're not allowed to throw away textiles. There's a separate textile recycling collection bins. I mean, if they actually have them at your apartment, like if they had it at my apartment, I would have no issue just like donating / recycling textiles like that. That's the thing. It's an accessibility thing. Like, I already have to take out the garbage. I already have to take out recycling. So it's one of those things where it's like, I do it because it's already accessible. So if they had like a clothing drop-off box or like a textile recycling thing here, I would have no issue throwing all my clothes or shoes in there. Not in my apartment, but I can commute to one? Okay. I would have to get my dad to help me go to the actual municipal dump. Yeah. Or, like, my mom always says, like, well, you can have, like, the you know, the Vietnam War Vets Foundation or whatever, they do like scheduled pickups of clothes and stuff, and I'm like if I have to call people, like you've lost me. If I have to call people, if I have to drive anywhere, you've lost me. And right now I'm at the point where I'm like, no, if I have the momentum to clean, I can't let the things that I know are momentum killers stop me, like morally either. Like I just I have to keep pushing. Because right, because I'm at the point where society sees a dirty apartment as a moral failing anyway, so it's like at some point I'm just a moral failure. So what I get to at least let me pick and choose what is the cause of it. Right? If there were boxes all over for recycling all sorts of stuff, not just clothes, that would be so helpful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I have to make a call or get third parties involved, it's not happening. Especially because, like, it doesn't happen a whole lot with food deliveries, but there's so many times where I get calls for either, like, you know, deliveries or stuff, and they're like, I don't know which building is yours. I don't know which apartment is yours. And I'm like, if I have to do that every time I want to donate clothes, every time I need a pickup for something, like, no. No. I'm already taking the garbage out. I'm just gonna take it out with the garbage. Alright, we are at the 2-hour mark again. So grab your water, your other hydrating beverage of the non-alcoholic, non-caffeinated variety. Although I guess it could be caffeinated, but sparingly so. I do need to break in a few just to get up and stretch and also, like, fix my contact lenses. Maybe Staples still recycles electronics. I don't know. But that's still, I still have to drive to it, right? Although, I guess, yeah, Staples is open way more often than that, you know, 2-hour window once a week at the recycling center. Or 3-hour, I don't remember how long it is. It's not a long time. And it's once a week. So, they don't make it easy. Meanwhile, Staples is open, like, I don't know, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. maybe? Every day? Something like that. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break. Use the restroom. Just do a little stretching. I will be back in a few minutes. Whoops, I hit the wrong scene. There we go. I should just close this thing now. Alright. Hope y'all enjoyed my chair. My contact is still... Maybe it's just my hair like this. That might be it. Anyway. Cleaning is tough, and if you have a tough time with it, I don't fault you or blame you in any capacity because I'm the exact same way. Especially if you live on your own and trying to do everything on your own. Did that tab go? Once again, I have too many tabs open. Close these up. No, it's this one. Okay. Anyone else doing some good shiny hunts? I'm thinking about bananas. Yeah. I also... Okay, so that's weird because I was thinking about bananas when I was away from the desk. Soul Link, maybe? Mind Link? Oh, you have uncovered a very, very deep memory from the psyche with that, Eden. I've not been able to eat bananas in years, but I risked eating one yesterday and it worked. I need to go get bananas in a moment. Oh my goodness. It's a miracle! Bananas... Listen, I am very particular about them, obviously. Because I have so many issues with food textures. So, if I buy bananas when I'm grocery shopping, that is a financial risk for me. I can't eat bananas because the texture of smell makes me sick. Yeah. Yeah. They're not for everyone. I just seem to be allergic or something. I mean, that's a real possibility. Like, there are people who haven't been allergic to certain foods, and then as time goes on, they're like, why am I having an allergic reaction to this food? I've never had this before. Like, my dad has that with apples. Like, it's one of those, like, every 7-year things, right? Like, how you may not have seasonal allergies, and then, like, suddenly you get them, and then it's like, in 7 years' time, you don't have them anymore. Maybe you do. Like, it's something about... It's like one of those things. So it's like the same thing with food sometimes. Like, you may have been allergic to it, and now you're no longer allergic. I'm not a doctor, so also don't quote me on any of this. I love bananas. I started avoiding bananas because they made my mouth tingly and made me kind of bloated. Yeah, that sounds like an allergic reaction. My sister-in-law is allergic to bananas and melons, and we have to be careful with fruit salads with her. Yeah. I still had some banana desserts on occasionally, though. I can't remember who it was. Someone I work with I know is, like, very allergic to, like, mango, I think it is. And so when we were in Pittsburgh, they had to, like, make sure that, like, nothing had, like, mango, like, was mango adjacent. And I keep seeing the love banana, love mango, and I'm like, Thorgy, love pink. Thank you. Okay, yeah, it is the Thorgy. Love pink. But earnestly. I don't know, did you see someone edited when Bob and Thorgy still used to do first impressions? They edited the time that Bob got Tia coffee from UK2 to surprise Thorgy on their stream. They edited it so instead of Tia, it was a clip of Pink. It was so funny. And, like, some people who had never seen it thought it was real. It was like, no, the original had Tia in it, but, like, it's still funny, especially when you go back because, Thorgy, like, fucking hated Tia for, like, no reason. Or at least was very hard on her. And her drag. Why is the border of my top screen look so weird? I think something went wrong with the transparency when I edited it. Might have to fix it later. I miss first impressions. It was such a good show. It was the pit stop, but just I don't want to say better, but better. But there's just so much now with sibling watchery and I know that like Bob is touring now and Monet is touring now too. So it makes first impressions kind of shows difficult for them to do. Wow, I've got to do more with Thorgy. I mean, a lot of people want Thorgy to be one of the pit stop, one season, like a posted season of the pit stop, but it has been not happening. And maybe Thorgy doesn't want to, but damn, we need her. I heard that it doesn't pay that well, to be honest. And I know, like, you already basically need to be LA based to even like make that worth it. It's very much a queens do it because it means that they still have good standing with WoW, with the show, if they're gonna host it, even though it doesn't pay well. Or they're a workaholic like Trixie. So maybe what they just need to pay the queens more is what it is. Which they should have been doing from the start, but, you know. They didn't ask me! But I could also imagine that commute, like, having to do that, like, fly. She still lives in Brooklyn, right, Thorgy? Like, so having to, like, fly out to LA every week for that. Excited for Trixie to come back from her break because a lot of crazy stuff happened right when she left. Wait, what? I feel like I have my finger on the pulse of everything because I hang out in all like I hang out in the RuPaul's Drag Race cringe subreddit and the drama subreddit. Oh, like in the country. Oh, yeah. Well, yes. I thought you meant in the Drag Race sphere because also, yeah, a lot of stuff has been happening there. But I was like, oh wait, is there stuff that I don't know about that she needs to comment on? Nope, I'm pretty out of the Drag Race loop at the moment, other than watching Global All Stars. Yeah, did you watch the new episode? Do you want to pick up Race Chasers AS2 that they're covering now? Okay, you're gonna watch this tonight. Yeah. Um, I'll keep my comments to myself on that because I don't want to spoil it for you. Yep, yep. Just keeping my mouth shut. Not gonna spoil it. No, Kyogre must be going through it. I don't have any gay thoughts. fingers crossed for gay thoughts before 1K. That would be nice, actually, yeah. Although I can't complain because I got Regieleki very under odds. If I hadn't, I would be complaining though. Be like, I deserve to get more stuff under odds. But Regieleki came in at a nice 502 resets. Still sad I had to dip out before you hit that. I didn't even think I would be hitting it that soon. I thought I'd be going out that one for months, like I did with Registeel. But you will be here for another one at some point. And if Kyogre is nice, it'll be Kyogre. Okay, you got your bananas? Okay, good. Now I'm, like, I'm getting hungry for dinner, which makes sense. It's almost 6 o'clock. And I didn't, like, really eat lunch because I got up late. So I was like, okay, I had breakfast, but it's like, I'm not really hungry for lunch, but if I don't eat something, then I'm gonna be, like, voracious at, like, 4:30. You're still full from burger lunch? Ugh, burger lunch. Well, burger dinner, maybe. But no, I can't keep spending money, and I just went grocery shopping, so I'm gonna be good and make something that I bought. You get green or already ripened bananas. They seem mostly ripe. One or two of them had a couple of brown spots. It's always good when your bananas are like right at the good ripeness, or you don't have to wait long for them to get to that point. $1.79 at the vegetable stand by my house for 6 bananas. I wish there was a vegetable stand by my house. And $1.19 for 1 banana from the Circle K. I wanted to buy grapes when I was grocery shopping this week. And I don't know if just all the grapes are not good anymore because it's no longer grape season, or if they were just picked out because I went at the wrong time. But I was so disappointed, and I didn't get any grapes because none of them were correct. They weren't the perfect grapes. The only thing I miss about Florida is the year-round farmers markets. I don't like ever go to the farmers market. I should do that. I feel like I'm missing out on some good stuff. At least some good baked goods, right? There's always some good baked goods at the farmers market. Yeah, the vegetables standing my house is a blessing. There's actually like a farm. I mean, I still have to drive to it, but it's not far. That they sell like, they have like fresh eggs. Which might be worth going to at some point. Instead of buying eggs from the grocery store. And that one guy who had a van near Dania Beach that sold seafood super cheap. Yeah, apparently the place to like get your groceries like on the cheap is at like the specific markets, like the farmers market, or like if you get like seafood, then like going to the fish market as opposed to like going to the grocery store. They have cold glass bottle sodas. Oh, that's cool, actually. Obscure sodas at that. Anytime I hear obscure sodas, or at least like think of sodas that like you don't normally see, I'm like, it's like at Disney World at the cooling station at Epcot, and they would have like all the sodas from around the world. I never liked any of them because most of them were fruit sodas. Sorry about it. But it reminded me of that. Other people like them. Just not. Is that pronounced Doritos? 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 Those are your fave? I don't even know what those are because I can't even pronounce them. I'm gonna go look them up. But you like sweet fruity stuff. See, I like sweet fruity things, but I don't like sweet fruity sodas. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm like, if I'm gonna have a soda, it's gotta be Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi. Even though, like, those are still technically sweet, they're not as sweet. They're not sweet like other sodas are. Like, a Dr. Pepper is sweet. Orange soda is sweet. Fruity soda from Mexican American soda is Doritos, right? Obviously, I'm saying it like a white person who doesn't speak Spanish. I think so. I'm a certified gringo. I had a moment like that. One of my best friends from high school, she's Ukrainian, and I was over at her house once, and she was trying to remember a word her dad used to describe her ex-boyfriend. It basically means like a loser in Ukrainian. And he told us what it was. I don't remember what the word is now. But like we're both saying it, and I said it out loud, and he was like, "You speak Ukrainian like an American." And I was like, "Igor, you speak English like a Ukrainian, but I don't complain." He thought that was funny. Got a laugh out of that. I'm a root beer stan. I am not a root beer stan. Mugger A and W. Okay, no favorite root beer in particular. I used to drink Barks a lot. So I had a moment. I think it may have been during the pandemic actually, where I was like, I need root beer. I have to buy root beer. I'm craving root beer. And I got home from the grocery store with the root beer. You know, opened the can, took a sip, and said, "What the fuck was I thinking? I don't like root beer. What the hell?" And then I realized I was thinking of cream soda, yeah. So I bought that root beer for no reason. Cream soda's so good. Like, that's the exception to the I don't like sweet sodas things. Because, like, to me, that's not even a soda. That's just a sweet drink. Like, chocolate milk is a sweet drink. That just happens to be carbonated. I haven't had cream soda in a long time, but I drank it a lot as a child. Cream soda's so good. I haven't had it in a long time either. Now I'm gonna have to buy it the next time I go grocery shopping. On 2 separate occasions, I drank a 2-liter of cream soda and stayed up all night and literally astral projected. Oh, thanks, Jay. Have a good night. Oh, that's Spiel emoji is so cute. Maybe one day I'll be like a Twitch affiliate is the next step up. And I can have like emotes and stuff. I want that Ralt's heart, that Ralt's heart emoji that I use all the time in Discord. Like I need her in this chat. I feel like you're probably close to being an affiliate. I don't think so. I don't know what the requirements are, but I feel like the requirements would need to be like... There's like 3 missions you have to complete. I think I've seen those and I never complete them because I'm like, they want me to do something I can't or don't want to do. I think that was the hang up. Reach 50 followers, stream for 8 hours, stream on 7 different days, reach an average of 3 viewers. Yeah, so the 50 followers is the problem, probably. Stream on 7 different days? Does that just mean, like, in general, or, like, would I have to stream 7 days in a row? Because that would also be a problem. What's the average of 3 viewers? It really depends on what you're streaming. And also, like, I have friends who just show up to every stream, right? I think it's per month for that one. So just 7 days per month, because I'm like, if they want you to stream on 7 different days, but like the best days for me to stream are on the weekend, like it's gonna be difficult because it's like, well, I can really only stream on like Saturday and Sunday, like then trying to have to like figure out like a night of the week and hope that I, you know, feel up to it. I try to hop on when I can. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Then I went through a side door to get affiliate where I could upload music to Spotify through this other program and earn affiliate after it had been posted like 30 days. What? Huh? Is it because like you were a musician then at that point? And so like because you were like like how did that work? I wonder. Okay, it says I'm almost an affiliate. So get 50 followers, I'm at 25. Stream 8 hours per month. I'm at 7.3. So that might be a... Okay. That might be a problem. Stream 7 days per month. Okay, I'm at 4. Average 3 concurrent viewers. I have 2.95 average. Okay. And on like the 29th day I got rated while streaming and held like 20 viewers at once, which completed the minimum requirement anyway. Yeah, I haven't been rated, so that doesn't help. I also think it's a get it, keep it system, so once you hit affiliate, you just keep it, I think. Yeah.